What was your comfort level fall camp and then leading up to the Arizona State game compared to other years that you've been here?
I mean, being in my last year, I'm pretty experienced, so I think it's like very comfortable. Just being around so long, being around this offense, and really focusing on what we have to do, and so I think that's a big advantage for me this year.
I asked Coach, like, does he feel more pressure with the offense when you're the quarterback? So do you feel like you guys need to kind of set the tone for the football team at least early in the season, while the defense maybe tries to find out how good they are?
Yeah, I definitely think offensively as a group we have this mentality of we have to score every drive. We don't pay attention to what the defense is doing. We hope they go out there and play to what they're capable of playing, but if they don't, we got to be able to pick up their slack, and so that's really our focus.
How exciting is it for you personally getting to go essentially back home and play in the area you grew up in?
I'd be lying if I didn't say I'm really excited to be going back there. I have probably over 70 family and friends. We got people flying in from, all over the country to come watch it. So, I mean, it's pretty overwhelming. Makes you a little nervous too. But I think that's good to have that nerves, and it makes me want to make sure I'm ready, and so I think that's good.
So you think this is your last year?
I know this is my last year, yes sir.
Why'd you come back?
I mean, I had a medical red shirt. I was eligible, and I love the game of football. I love this team, and I just wanted to try and go out with a bang and make some history here.
I asked you before practice started about the offensive line because there are some new guys, and just now going into the season, how do you feel like that group has come together in fall camp?
Fall camp we lost a couple guys, but besides that, I think our starting O-line is pretty solid. We're pretty athletic on the tackle position, and the interior has had a lot of experience together, so I think it's going good.
Do you feel good about the JC guys, especially Isaac over there?
Yeah, like I said, he's our tackles are very athletic. He's got really fast feet, and he can really move down the field. He almost looks like a tight end sometimes, but yeah, I'm really happy with where he's at and having him as my right tackle.
Chase Holbrook is working with tight ends, but he was the quarterback here. Have you worked much with him? Has there been much influence there?
Sometimes here and there, but for him, being this is his first real coaching job, he's really focused on tight ends and just trying to focus on that position group. So I wouldn't say too much, but here and there he'll try to give me some tips on what to look for or what the defense is trying to do in terms of that.
What have you seen from Arizona State's defense, and what do you expect early on?
Right. Well, we've been watching a lot of Baylor films since the D coordinator's coming from there. It looks like they're not really a big pressure team. A lot of zone managed combo type coverages. So that's kind of what we're expecting going into the game. But we know in the past ASU has been a blitz heavy team, so we got to be ready for that too.
With the experience of your receivers and yourself, they have some question marks in the secondary. Do you feel like you can have a decent day throwing the football?
Yeah,
I mean, you have to have a decent day throwing the football.
I think we do have to have a good day throwing the football to give ourselves a chance to win. And I'm not gonna talk about their defense. We're just got to go out there and execute to our ability and what we know we can do against any defense. So that's kind of where we're at.
Tell us how you've matured as a quarterback since day one here at NMSU to today, please.
I mean, coming in out of JUCO, I was, a young 18-year-old kid, kind of thrown into the fire, starting, so I think I've learned a lot going through that, and just learned a lot about how to lead the team and be a part of the team, and how important it is to come prepared every week and show up to practice every day. So
I think this is your fifth Power 5 road game as the quarterback for NMSU. How does that experience playing in those environments against those type of athletes help you as Thursday approaches?
I mean, playing those big games is always just exciting, no matter how many times you've played it. I think playing in that many games though has kind of taught me what to expect, and kind of just how to keep your cool out there and keep composed. So I think that's the biggest thing I've taken.
Do you expect a Kentucky type game, high scoring game that goes into the fourth quarter and just is a matter of making a few plays here or there?
I mean, you never know. But if it comes to that, we'll be ready. But I really can't say what it'll be like.
What's it feel like being such an underdog going into this game?
Being an underdog is, it, like Coach said, it should be, create a chip on our shoulder, and I think that it is, and that, in this week of practice, it's kind of fueling us, and in our every rep we take. So I think being an underdog, we're not a stranger to it, and we need to embrace it and go out there and play like one, and play like we have something to prove.
You have a tough game coming up this weekend, and they're going to be playing New Mexico, which is a big rival. How does that feel?
I haven't really thought about the next game. I'm just focused on ASU right now. So, that's not really a big thought in my head right now. I'm just focused on this first week and, getting ready for ASU.